It's Yo-Yo's big day and wigs are flying off. But who cares because we got a special guest in the building. Stay tuned. Y'all don't want to miss it.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey. Yes. We got Micky in the house. We got Micky in the house. Hey. What is up, you guys? I'm so excited to be here. I'm your host, Lanisha, and I cannot do it without my other co-host, Rakaya Crawford.
What's going on, y'all? I am so happy to be back for another great episode, season 6.
Okay.
Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
Y'all already know we got a singer over here, and we got our special guest rapper up in the building, Micky Munday. Yes. Oh man!
Welcome back.
Thank you for coming back.
Our first guest on the show.
He just came from the studio, y'all. So I'm really excited to have him in the studio. So y'all already know how we do this. We break the show down one by one in all of its drama. And then we're going to ask Micky some questions. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Let's get into it. So let's start with Yo-Yo's big day.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she is a legend in the game. So how did you feel like being there at the party? What was kind of like the vibe? Kind of tell us the inside scoop.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, you knew there was a little tension because there was like a couple different parties that didn't really get along or whatever that was there. So that was interesting. But it was cool, you know. I got to meet some people I had never met before. Like Tierra was there, Miss Nikki Baby was there. I had never met them before. Yeah, it was cool. Trish was there.
I saw Trish there, definitely.
Brittany was there. Brittany and A1 and Lyrica don't get along, so that was crazy. Then Summer Bunny pulled up, so it was like, oh boy. Yeah, I was just there to support out to Yo-Yo, you know. At the end of the day, 30 days in the music business, that's a big accomplishment. So
I will say, you're probably like the only cast member that's come on here so far. You're always like chill, like in your own vibe. Everyone else is like, I don't like this person. You're just like, hey, it's cool. I'm just here for the music and all of that. That's like your main thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's all that matters. Drama, what's that gonna do?
Yeah, that makes sense. And we've kind of seen your life unfold and things like that. We know you had some new music that you dropped. Sauce, you got something coming up with Migos and Molly Mall, all that, which we're going to talk about that a little bit later.
We'll definitely talk about that.
Yeah, you got some stuff going. So I know music is your focus, which is super dope.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yes.
It looked like it was a good party until Summer Bunny came up in there and Apple was not having it. And she's not afraid to say, shoes coming off, wig coming off.
The whole joint.
She's
dropped the top of my wig.
Cap.
She said it's a whole cul-de-sac down.
Yeah, like I think that's a new saying. Apple will go Watts. Like that's what Lyrica said, and she's a real one. Honestly, Apple's like, come on, it's on site.
Micky, how are you feeling? Because your vibe is just all like, I'm gonna just be calm. Because at this point, I've seen too many fights, so I'm gonna just be calm. So I just want to know, like, what's your vibe? How do you stay calm?
I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with me. So it's like, what am I gonna do? Just get rowdy? No, what you say about that person? Like, nah, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care what you said about that person. As long as you don't say something about me, we cool. And I think like everybody probably, they know what's up. They probably did their research on me, like, so.
Yeah.
I'm not really the one to, like.
I don't think I would want to see you, man. Because it's always a person that's, like, too cool, and then when they snap, you like, oh.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm really from LA, so it'd be like cheating for me to get into, like, an altercation, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah, just because I'm, like, a real LA guy, so it's, like, the type of pressure I could put on somebody is just not fair.
Yeah.
I know disrespect. I like everybody, so that's cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean,
it seems like though you're always caught up in the fight though. Like it doesn't have nothing to do with you, but you're always I be feeling bad because you're always like caught in it.
Yeah,
like
they be trying to make me the peacemaker or something. I don't know.
No, I saw your face the whole time. Like when Trisha came up and she's like, I saw Lyrica and A1. You were like,
yeah, because I just know I'm like, oh god, you're not gonna solve this problem, so.
It was going down, you guys. Summer Bunny came up. Apple was ready to fight. Lyrica's happy. And Trish was actually trying to be the peacemaker of the females.
Yeah, she definitely was.
Yeah.
But they were trying to listen to Trish, and they kept talking about how Summer Bunny kept crying. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think Summer Bunny even had the right to, like, cry? Do you think she had the right
I like Summer Bunny. Summer Bunny cool, but I don't. She is always crying, though. I'm like, what the fuck are you crying?
Yeah. I remember when she said here, she was like, that's out. That's no more crying. But then she was crying again. But I think the thing is, it's like, I just don't know. I think that was like planned with like production.
Yeah.
Nah, she ain't that good of an actress.
And I was just kind of like when she was saying like
An Academy Award for them tears. Yeah? On sight, on command.
Listen.
Cry on command.
And then I saw the interview with
But I
you.
feel her though. She young, you know what I mean? She young as well. She's like
is.
21, 22 years old, and
I didn't even know that.
you know, comments, and I'm sure
Yeah.
she reads these things, and that probably do make her feel some type of way. Because I mean, like my experiences with somebody, she cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But let me ask you this.
I
How
don't, you know, my experiences are obviously different than other people's experiences.
Yeah. So how do you deal with the negativity like online? Because like they kind of talk about throughout the episode, you know, your life is really under a microscope. Even though you chill, I know people are still watching you, your social media and things like that for more than just the music. So what is it kind of like dealing with that and reading comments negative?
Man, you know what's crazy? Even like the network was like, you know, they told me like a lot of the comments about me are actually really positive. So it's like that. They was even I was surprised. Like, wow, I would have thought I would have got more like hatred. You know, because I feel like it ain't. You need hatred for it to like go hammer, like for you to like really go viral and all that. Like, there's got to be a certain amount of people hating on you. So, but I don't really. Like my dad get mad. Like if you go on my page and say something like my dad, my dad's DM you, he'll mention you on that shit. He'll really call you out. Like it's hilarious. So I don't know. I don't really feed into it because I'm like, well, I'm gonna argue with somebody that's a unicorn emoji.
Yeah.
You know what
See,
I mean?
look.
Like, what the
That's
hell?
true.
You guys, so let's talk about, since we're already up in this drama and we're talking about all of this phone beef going on back and forth, let's talk about the beef between Lyrica and Brittany V. We're gonna call her Brittany V on here.
Yeah.
As per se.
As you should.
But let's talk about the beef that's going in between them two. So I don't know who started it.
I don't even know what it's about.
All I know is from what the show said, Lyrica said something to Brittany about her, she said the complexion, the way she looks, calling her all these names, and saying that you're not really my friend, we were never really friends. And then Brittany jumped back on her social media talking about A1 not being the dad, calling him another name, all this different back and forth beef. First off, how do you guys feel about social media beef?
Bullshit.
That's just that. Yeah, I just think like when it comes to the whole issue of complexions and things like that, as a brown skin woman, I've encountered that. So that's a real issue. I think when Lyrica and Brittany B, their beef can be squashed. I feel like it's something, they're two creatives. They're both dope at what they do. They bring different things to the music industry that I think are necessary. And I feel like it's something that could be taken care of. It can be talked about. I think a lot of times coming from an era like where we have social media, it adds fuel to the fire. Always leave kids out of it. I don't care if other people have said other things. Don't talk about nobody's kids.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Can you say it again for the people in the back?
Listen, don't talk about the kids. But like, you know, Micky Munday said, it is some BS, but it is something that can be worked out. I mean, it's good for ratings though, I guess.
Girl. But is it worth all of that hate, all that drama? But let's be honest, Lyrica said it's going to be on site, and Brittany held her to it when Blac Chyna tried to make amends with them. She tried to get them two together to eat food, break bread together, and Brittany was not having it. She was said on site, and then Lyrica wound up flipping up a whole table.
She pulled up ready for action.
Man.
Yeah, I think.
She didn't even sit down.
Right, at all. Is it like that with men? Like when it's like, okay, on site. Like, do y'all even talk about stuff?
I don't know. I was like, my personal experiences are just different than the others. I haven't gotten into like a fight in a while, but like,
right.
I don't know.
But
Well, that was more petty. I feel like you don't
get. I see you. You got the combo.
I feel like you don't get into petty stuff.
Nah, I don't. And then, like, I don't know, I always look at fighting, like, realistically, like, where I'm from, it's like, people only fight for, like, maybe 20, 30 seconds. Then somebody's going to start shooting. So it's like,
yeah.
People get into fights, you should just start looking around, like, oh, who's going to grab a gun? Like, because it's going to happen. Like,
okay.
So I just, like, on site, like, yeah, I guess. I mean, but, like, it's just different. It just depends on, like, what era, like, where are we talking? Like, Hollywood on site or, like, on site, like, in the streets on site? Yeah, so it's like,
yeah.
Hollywood on site is like, maybe when I see you, if I'm upset, then maybe I'm gonna give you that energy, and then, or I might be in a good mood and just be like, fuck it, man, hey man, ain't even no big deal, man, hey man, I ain't even mean to say I don't like the Lakers, man. Oh man, yeah, fuck it. They beef me over nothing. So
I'm glad you said Hollywood site because they started singing at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a whole melodic chant.
They sure did. Oh, go ahead and sing one time.
Okay, do it for me.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's just like when you hear those words on site, keep that same energy. I mean, you come guns blazing. But I guess if you catch a person on the right day, it's like, oh, it's okay. And like I said, it's something that I feel like is fixable. So.
And a lot of people, they be tough, like, depending on who they be around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you catch somebody by themselves, like, really you and that person, like, it's a whole different story, depending on what type of person you are. You know what I mean? And it's what it is. You know
That's what it is.
Like, you really see what type of person somebody is, like, you catch them by themselves.
No, that's true, because some people sing a whole different tune.
Yeah, and don't be, I'm not saying catch them by yourself, but you be 10 deep, though.
Yeah.
Like, catch somebody by themselves when you by yourself, like... I didn't heard people say some gangster shit in my life. I'll never forget one time, right? I'm at this house party, right? My homie Holla House, right?
Uh-huh.
My homie Chili, rest in peace, man. He passed away. But him and my homie Dave, he tall, light-skinned dude. Y'all probably seen him. I think he's from one of the Compton Pyrus, but he was on the west side in my neighborhood. And he get into it with my homie Chili. And Chili, long story short, them motherfuckers get into an argument, and this motherfucker tell him, hey, we could go outside and just see who come back in. Ooh. I was like, oh, that's some of the most gangster shit I ever heard to fight a motherfucker.
Yes,
it's him and him. He's like, me and you could just go, I swear to God. And I'm like 17 at this time, 18 years old. It's a while ago, you know?
Yeah.
I just never forget that. He was like, man, me and you could just, if we got a problem, me and you could just go outside and see who come back in.
See,
that is gangster.
Y'all gotta watch that. That really proves like you can't be all mouth. Like what how TT said in the studio. Y'all gotta have the hands to match the mouth as well.
Yeah, but they was serious. The thing I'm talking about, like they was like, hey, me and you have a problem. Come on.
There's not a lot of talking.
Go outside. We gonna leave everybody here. Me and you gonna go outside and see who come back in.
Okay.
I probably would never forget that either. If someone said that, I ain't never heard anybody say that.
Because I know a lot of people that act tough. But they try and jump somebody. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That ain't nothing.
And I'm not gonna lie, it really is how it is. Cause like most of my homies, like we never gave nobody no fair fight when we was like back in those days. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just cause of the environment, like people's getting packed out. Like the homie fighting, like you should just have more people with you, cause we about to beat your ass.
I've been in a few fights.
We all.
Because it'd be the same thing if it was the other way around. So, you know.
I am the only saint in this room.
Listen,
I'm a very peaceful person. I don't I don't like negativity because
you're so chill.
I know what negativity breeds. You understand that? Like I know what negativity breeds. It breeds negativity. I've seen the worst of negativity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not claiming to be like the gangster person and all that, but like I lived in an environment where like, you know, it's a gang environment. So it's like I know what happens. I know the consequences of doing some shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? That shit could be fatal, like for real. So, you know, I mean this is just realistically I'm talking about right
now. Going into this Love and Hip Hop situation, which you know for TV, obviously they love the drama for ratings. Would you say because of your experience prior to Hollywood and all of that, is that what kind of motivates you to be chill, you know, while you're on set filming, or you're just that's kind of just like
I'm just chilling. I mean, like I take life, like everything you've seen with me on the show is just really real. My relationship, my family, my story, everything I was going through, like nothing was made up, nothing was like exaggerated. Like there was no steroids on anything. Like it's just what it was. You know what I mean? If somebody would have said something to me, I would have handled it accordingly to whatever that situation was. Like I don't know what the situation would have called for. I could only know in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So I just handle my life as it comes. And I'm just like, I learned real early, like, expect the unexpected. So, like, even my karate teacher used to teach me that. Even, like, not even on no street shit. Just, like, my karate teacher used to be like, expect the unexpected. You know what I mean?
See,
like, what? Ready, motherfucker.
No, I've honestly heard like dope things about you. Shout out to my boy D-Lo. D-Lo does music too, and he's just like, because he was there the night I saw you at the study, and you're performing, and he was just like, yo, he's chill, like he's a cool dude, like
you're real chill, and you give great advice. I'm gonna see
yeah.
if you could give us this good advice right here with Apple situation.
Okay.
Yeah, as y'all know, she was on live. And we didn't get to see the full everything, but as we saw in the video, we saw that you saw the live.
Yeah.
And it seemed, correct me if I'm wrong, if anything comes wrong, like not that she was going through something. Yeah. Like the drinking, and she was just like ready to pop off. It just really seemed like she was going through a deep. It seemed like a depression, like a deep depression.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell she was a little lit and she was in her feelings. But I mean, sometimes that'd be like the best times to. All right, let me reword that. It's not the best time to vent, but sometimes you do get like your ugly truth out at that time that might be able to really help somebody out. Because like the big point that I caught from that was her saying like, if you this way, you like me. If you this way, you like me. Like, you don't know who the fuck might be feeling down that was ready to jump off a cliff that heard that and be like, damn, like there is somebody else that like is going through something like this. Or like, you don't never know. Like, you know, like I talked on like, not to always bring it back about me, but like, you know, I touched on things on the show and they didn't show it that much, which was crazy because like my dad was willing to talk about it and people were willing to talk about it. Stuff that like I wouldn't like necessarily like really want to talk about, but I know like it might help somebody else. So like, okay, you know, but like, you know, so you just never know. Your personal experiences could help somebody else come out the dark with theirs. You know, somebody that is like, damn, I don't feel like nobody else in the world is feeling like this right now. You be that person and they be like, I feel that. Like, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can strive for their dreams, then I can strive for my dreams and I can do better with my life. So you just never know what like the ugly truth could show. People always want to hear beautiful lies. You know what I mean?
Wow.
They don't never think about the ugly truth. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's realer than anything.
What is something on the show that they didn't necessarily show about your story that you talked about while filming?
Just like my dad's been in like a lot of depressions. My dad, he had problems when I was younger, just like of just being depressed and feeling like he wanted to take his life and it's a whole bunch of stuff with that like, you know, they didn't show us, so it is what it is. Right. You know, maybe we'll get to that another time. It's like something I don't really like, because my dad, he's like, it's weird to say like if I was to really go into detail about what happened, because when I tell people that, or I don't really even tell people that because I don't like to tell people that, because I would talk about it a lot when I first started doing music and people was asking me about interviews, and then it hurt my dad's feelings, so I stopped talking about it, you know what I mean? But then now he'd be like, no, it's okay, you're right, and then I'd be like, man, I'd just be like, you know, but I just don't want to, nothing's like worth our relationship or like him feeling some type of way, even though it's like just, you know, love make you do some shit out your character sometimes, basically. But but yeah, you know, maybe they'll touch on it next year or whatever. But yeah, basically, long story short, it's just like you never know what might help somebody else. You know, help somebody else get through their time of hardship.
I heard music gets some people out of their feelings, and it helps mend them, especially with artists. Like I heard writing, getting their feelings out helps.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to go to them because I'm not the artist, so I have to ask them for reassurance.
Yeah, it's the key to the soul.
It really does. It really does help. I think for me, like my experiences, it's crazy. It's almost like, I'm not sure if you experienced this when you're in the studio writing and creating. It's crazy to like when you're working on your next project and you look back on the previous project and you're like, dang, that's where I was like emotionally and mentally. And especially in this industry, and I know we kind of been touching on this topic throughout the entire season with mental health and emotional health and things like that. Like as an artist, it's like bittersweet because you really have to get real with yourself in every aspect, you know, and you have to, the ugly parts of you, and in some way make it sound as beautiful or as catchy, you know, as a rap artist that people can relate to it too. But sometimes that's hard.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, that record is played over and over and over and over and over again. And you may have moved past it, but then when it's presented to the world, now they're talking about it. And then you have to kind of relive that emotional space you're in.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But it definitely helps.
Okay.
To write it out.
I just brought this up because I love music myself, especially hearing Brandy and Ray J up in the booth making beautiful music. Beautiful. Did y'all hear that harmony?
Oh, she's a vocal legend.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Both of them. Are you guys ready to see Ray J and Brandy back in action, back together?
Why not? That'd be dope.
Oh yeah, anything Brandy, anything her voice touches is like gold. We saw what she did with Cinderella. Like, I mean, that's like a classic.
She was busting.
Exactly, right. Like, so anything, her tone is so great. But I will say it's kind of dope because she's a legend. And like she was saying, you've always been Brandy's little brother, and now I'm Ray J's sister. And it's cool that she, you know, take care of your family, take care of your people. You know what I mean? And show him that light and give him that space to create and in a group setting. I think that's dope.
I like that siblings could work. Do you guys have any relatives that are also artists that you would want to work with?
No.
He said, I'm the only one.
Nah, just shit, my family knows. Yeah.
So are you the only musical one in your family?
Yeah.
Okay, are you seeing like any musical traits like in your daughter yet?
Yeah, she likes music. She know how to dance real well.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, she's a dancer.
Dancer.
No, she's not a dancer or nothing. Like she likes fashion. She likes fashion. She likes gymnastics. She sung on one of my songs though. Like did some harmony. She got a cool little voice, and she likes to act. She goes to like acting classes. That's her. She really like acting.
You definitely let the audience know where they could find that song so that
it's not
we
out
can hear
yet.
it.
Yeah, it's called Young Love, but it will be out sooner than later.
All right, so be on the lookout for Young Love, all right? You're about to hear his Young Love.
My little baby.
Yes, and at this time, since we're talking about love, I think this is a perfect segue to tell you guys how much we love you. Thank you so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk here at AfterBuzz TV and tuning in with us every single Monday for the 6th season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Without you guys, we can't do what we do, how we do it each and every week. Continue to support us, and how you can do that is giving us ratings on iTunes, liking, commenting, and subscribing to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss a show and we can continue to bring more content and even better tea. But Miss Lanisha, tell me how you have liked being here at AfterBuzz TV.
Oh, I always love being here. Y'all already know these people are like family to me. And thank you, Maria Menounos and Kevin Undergaro, for giving us this opportunity to even showcase us hosting. And it's guests like you, Mickey, that make this worthwhile.
You got to do it.
Like, honestly, I love getting guests like him because he's very genuine and very real. That's what I love.
I'll drink to that.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes. So thank you guys so much for rocking with us. But, you know, tapping into, you know, with you, Micky Munday, I know a few episodes back we were talking about, you know, your musical journey and things like that. You were talking to Fizz in April. They showed love at your video shoot. And you dished out your own money. I know you've talked about, you know, the person that was supposed to be there for you financially left you hanging. So how has it been like since you've made that decision to like, okay, forget it, I'm gonna do what I gotta do?
Yeah, it's been better, honestly, because a lot of times you get with these people and it's like it's the hurry up and wait game in the music. So it's like people try to tell you to gather everything, and then when you have everything, they be like, okay, you got everything? Okay. And then they be trying to figure something out, or like they don't really have a plan. And a lot of people with like money, they're very controlling, and you just can't have a team with like somebody that wants to dictate.
Yeah.
And that was my problem. And my business partner has other of his own issues going on, and I wish him the best. You know, like I don't think he's like no bad person or nothing like that. Just life wrap you up sometimes, and I don't have no malice towards him. Like I think he had good intentions. So I just think things happen, you know, and it's all good. But unfortunately, you know, sometimes but it is what it is. Like, I've had my back against the wall so many times. Like, I'm really good when I'm backed into a corner. And then it's like, I just already have so many skill sets and so many things that I've already, and people and connections that I've already, like, all the things we were going to do were all my connections anyway. So it's like, you know, it's not a big deal. I just put money up myself, me and my original business partner, Kane. And we just gonna do it ourselves, because honestly, like, we move way better ourselves and like facilitating our own team than like when other people want to get involved and like we don't really know exactly what's going on because they trying to be hands-on. So, just be an artist. But like, I'm not just an artist, I'm a businessman. I'm a mogul in the making. So it's like, you know what I mean? I can't just be an artist. Like, I'm too smart, and my mind works too fast to just be on one thing. I can't just be an artist. Don't worry about me being an artist. I go in the studio right now and make 5 songs. It's gonna happen when I leave here. So
hello,
it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I could do it all. And I've set up all these different things. You know, I have my curl cream coming out next month. Yeah, I got curl cream.
Help
coming
us out.
I'm gonna need you to let us know.
It's called
right now.
Yeah, it's called Mirror Curls. It's gonna be hard.
Got that bounce, okay? I'm trying to bounce it.
Yeah, it's called Mirror Curl. So
Curl.
so it's Mirror Curls. And I got so many things going on, you know, and it's just like it just moves quicker when you in control of it. And like, we always put the money up for ourselves, and when we get with people, they more pump our brakes than accelerate for us. So it's like I'm happy. I couldn't really be in a better place. I'm about to put the song out with Migos. I got a song with Migos and Molly Mall.
Okay, I was just about to say that too.
Yeah, it's dope. It's called Let It Go.
Yeah,
so it's hard. Like, I'm singing and rapping on it, so it's cool, and like, it's dope, man. Yeah.
So how did that collab come? Like, that's huge. You know, with Migos, Molly Mall. How did that come about?
I just worked with Molly Mall and wrote songs at his house and stuff, and worked on other artists' stuff at his house, just writing and stuff. And I was looking for like a big song and some features, and he told me, well, I got these songs, and you know, maybe we could recreate them or like do something. I got these verses and blah, and then we just kind of did it like that and built the song, and then, you know, they liked it, so, you know, we was a go.
See, one of the things that I like about you, Mickey, like, as an addition to Love and Hip Hop, we actually get to see someone who's not just struggling and just sitting there. You actually do. We actually see you actually putting it into action. I like seeing the music video. You saying like, oh, location, we could just use my neighborhood, my whole neighborhood. And I love you incorporating that. So with you being an artist, getting to that point, what are some advice that you could get to struggling artists
be
who
creative.
are just trying to make that move?
Just be creative. Utilize your assets and your resources around you. Like, people are always looking for like the alley-oop, and like, you know, the handoff might be somebody right next to you. So it's like, you just never know. You got to just really just be creative. Utilize your team. Like, people think you got to shoot $50,000 videos. People shoot these videos, they stack up money and shoot a $10,000 video and don't have $50 to promote the video. So it's like, you know, don't shoot videos that are more expensive than the promotion. Like, how does that even make sense to you?
Yeah.
Like, shoot a $50 video and put $10,000 in the promotion. I guarantee it go further. Yeah. Like, you got to promote yourself. Like Coca-Cola, what's in this cup right here? It's nothing without promotion. It's just Coca-Cola. You would have thought, like, what the fuck is Coca-Cola? That's how you would have thought, I swear to you. Because you know what the only thing, the difference between crazy and genius is?
What?
It's success.
That, I love that.
You know? So it's like, people tell you, oh, you're crazy until you do it. And they'd be like, you're a genius. Like, motherfucker one day was like, oh man, it's too dark all the time. There needs to be some light. I'm gonna invent something called electricity. Right. You know, somebody probably looked at him and said, you're crazy. You're crazy. And then he did that shit. They was like, oh, you're a genius. You know what I mean? So that's just how it is. That's the only thing difference. It's like, you just gotta put it into action, man. Don't worry about like people. They're gonna say what they want to say. It's hard. Like, it's fun to do the impossible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, people that are small-minded, they'll never believe you when you tell them about big dreams. It's not because it's unrealistic to them. They can't grasp it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I have big dreams. I want you to laugh when I tell you what I want to do.
Okay, I saw that with your PJ concert.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's nothing, you know what I mean?
No, that's super dope. It's
where was my invite?
To piggyback on that, though, it was just like that saying that says, stop asking the blind to proofread your vision. So people that don't see what you see, like stop asking them. It's like just go ahead and go for it and do it. So that's really dope. Micky got motivational quotes on a Monday.
All day, every day.
Super dope. So moving forward, what's kind of like your plan? I know you did also at that same video shoot, you talked to the guy from Empire, and you were kind of like, I've been told many things, so it's it sound good. So are you still going after the record deal or things like that and not backing from them, or still kind of like?
Well, I've never been going after it. I'm not obliged to it. So if it comes, that's cool. Me and JD, we still talk to this day. I'm supposed to go out and have like a meeting with them on December 11th. And I got a couple other labels that are like interested in helping me push the Migos song, but I'm going to put it out myself. Unless somebody come with like something crazy in the next 2 weeks before I put it out. Even when I put it out, they could jump on a bandwagon when they see. Because I have a great digital marketer, a great PR already. So like we already have like a lot of good placements and like things that when the song come out, it's already gonna be placed. Like I got a World Star interview. I was supposed to do it today, but Molly couldn't do it, so we got to reschedule it till next week. But I got a lot of good like social media, not social media, but a lot of good media platforms that's already willing to like debut and premiere the song. So it's like it's only gonna make people like it's just leverage.
Yeah.
You got to go to somebody with leverage. You can't go to somebody with your hand out. They can spit. You know.
So
it's like you got to go to somebody with leverage. So you can show, like, hey, this is what I'm doing already. This is what's happening. Like you're gonna jump on board and, make this train move faster. But either way, this train is moving.
It's moving.
Yeah. So
I've only been seeing nothing but positivity from it so far. The minute you posted it, like everybody's been having nothing but good comments about it. Yeah. So who do you really like ultimately want to collab with? Like when you collab with this person, it's like, boom.
I've been waiting for that.
I made it.
To be honest, I would just say this from a business standpoint. Like, I don't really care about, like, I don't have, like, because, like, well, I mean, Jay-Z would be, like, just something, and Jay-Z, like, Eminem, it would be, like, whoa, that'd be crazy just from listening, or, like, Lil Wayne from, like, listening from when I was younger. But Drake would be, like, my ideal collaboration, just because if you have a song with Drake, like, you out of here tomorrow.
Listen.
So it's just like that's
it. We're gonna put it out there. You're gonna get that collaboration. We're gonna put this out there because remember what you said: negative attracts negative, but positive attracts positive. So we're gonna put that out there for
Micky
you.
Munday and Drake.
We need that.
Now, before we do wrap up, we do have a little news and gossip that we do want to hear your input on.
Okay.
All right, Rakaya, let's go.
So the social media has been kind of like in a frenzy watching this whole Princess and Ray J saga play out. I guess they were in Vegas. He left Princess and Baby Melody in Vegas, and she went on live and saying that she wants a divorce. Ray J's been posting as well, just like taking this L, on love and things like that. And that's pretty much been like the uproar right now with those two. The most current update is he just recently posted a picture with him and Baby Melody. So he finally did get to see her. I know there was also a post where a fan was like, why would you leave them there? And he was like, I never left, dummy. He went back and forth with like a fan for a few posts. But those two, with Princess, and she's like, I don't want to be married anymore. I don't want to be married. So what are like your thoughts with you being in a relationship that is also pretty public? You guys are both well known. What is kind of like your thoughts on the Ray J and Princess situation and just social media with your relationship when you guys are going through stuff?
Oh, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. They married and they got like a whole kid on the way, so they'll be okay.
Right.
I mean, I really don't know. I know Ray J, but I don't know him like well. But I really don't know Princess though, so it's like it's hard to tell because I don't really know her personality. But I'm sure she pregnant, she emotional. I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying he's right or anything. I'm just saying they'll be okay. You know what I mean? They'll figure it out. They obviously love each other. I don't think he cheated or anything because she would have probably said that. So it's like. I'm sure they'll be okay. She probably a little emotional, but Ray J be making moves, man. Ray J's a real businessman. He be shaking and moving, like bro, be on the move. So it comes with the territory. It's the yin and yang in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about that when Brittany V was here. He really does like make moves. I would say he's definitely a mogul. He's got a mogul mentality. I think the only thing for me with social media and relationships, when you're upset, log out. Log out.
Leave it out. Show business.
You might look back on it later and you're like, dang, I shouldn't have posted that. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Well, I mean, me and Slick have never we never said anything about each other online. Like, we've only posted nice stuff about each other. The only thing, a backlash that I've ever got is like people being like, wait, who are you? Didn't she just have a baby? Or like, you know, they'll be like, wait, are you the father? Wait, I thought Adonis, because, you know, shout out Adonis, he's a good dude. That's Sophia's father. And I mean, you know, they weren't together though. So people be like, wait, wasn't she? So it'd be like people just confused, like, oh, so this is her boyfriend? Or
right.
Then, and, so it was like, at that time, you know, it was when we would post each other and stuff, like that would be like the only thing. But we ain't never, you know, I'm not a person to do that anyways. Like, man, you know, like I think a lot of people do something like you'll post some shit, and I'm not talking about Ray J and Princess, I'm just talking about social media in general. You'll post some shit that might fuck up a way a bunch of people look at you for one person to see.
Yeah,
that you really meant this about.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about Ray J and Princess. I'm just saying in general.
Yes,
like,
in general.
So it's like, I don't know, man. It's like my mom always told me, like, don't ever, like, just keep your shit to yourself, or like between you and that person. Like, you gonna go tell the world, like, why tell the world? Like, then now the world's in your business, and then, you know, it's like you might be in your feelings and you start telling somebody, or, you know, you tell me and you are dating, and then I fuck up, you start telling your friend, and then like now she don't like me, and now when we get back right, and you tell her like, girl, I was kind of tripping.
Hello.
She already like, I don't like him. You know, now me and her got this weird animosity, like, you know, so it's just like people just need to worry about they selves, like, and keep it to themselves, like, instead of like people be sharing, like, start sharing your bank statements and shit with people. Then you might as well share your social security number. Like, it's my social. Right. You know?
Good advice.
Start putting your address online if you want people to know all about you. Like, you know what I mean?
No, good words of advice. Yeah. But again, Lanisha, where can we find you at,
girl? Before we go to me, I definitely want to have people see where they can find Mickey, his music, and all of his positivity. Where can they find you? Man,
I'm everywhere. Micky Munday, Micky Munday. Oh, what happened?
Oh, continue.
Yeah, I'm everywhere. Micky Munday. I mean, that's on YouTube. Micky Munday. That's on Instagram. That's on Twitter. You know, I'm just Micky Munday everywhere.
Find them everywhere. Where can they find you, Rakaya?
On all social media platforms, Rakaya Crawford, Rikayah, last name Crawford, CRAWFORD. You can catch me every Tuesday at Unplugged LA and everywhere else, singing and things. What about you, girl?
Girl, y'all can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Lanisha, spelled LANISHA 914. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.